Yo, what's good with y'all? It's my first ever video. To the 20 niggas who come across this shit, if y'all don't know who this nigga is, this nigga basically has damn near the worst rap takes of all time. Like, I can't even name a nigga, like, who has worse takes than this dude right here. I seriously can't name a dude who has worse takes than this dude. My fault. I literally can't name a dude that has worse takes than this nigga. But surprisingly, he finally has a good take. So if y'all ain't know, Carson just dropped a new album. I don't know, maybe like a week ago. Like some time ago. It was pretty recent. That shit was flames. That shit was flames. That shit was flames. The song he had with Uzi. Uzi my goat, bruh. For me, that's my favorite rapper of all time. That shit was tough. It was long as shit, but it was tough. That whole album was tough. Maybe besides a couple songs. And a couple songs were made. But in all, that whole album was just tough. As you see by the title right here, Carson's Experiment is not bad. Finally, this nigga has a good take! Finally! So in today's video, my first ever video, I'm going to be reacting to Anthony Fantano rating the Xperiment album by Carson. Let's just get straight to it, bro. Like, I have nothing else to say.
So, this new Ken Carson album, it's not bad. Yeah, here we have a brand new album, Xperiment, from Atlanta.
Let's stop it up, bro.
Ken Carson, who is now 5 solo albums in, and still on Playboi Carti's Opium label. It's no secret that in the past, I have been highly critical of this man's music. I believe at one point,
terrible takes, per usual.
Gave a record of his.
Barely hear this shit. I thought y'all, my volume was mad low and shit. Alright, now we back.
What Ken is doing out, or at the very least, I'm like not having super high expectations from just about anything that this man does. Like, for a while now, I really have thought this man is one of the weakest links in the current rage scene. And
wow. Ken Carson isn't even my favorite rapper, bro. But dog, yo, he's a pioneer of this rage shit, bro. You feel me? He's a pioneer of this rage shit. Like, you can't name me 5 rappers that make rage that are better than Ken Carson. You can't name me 5. You can't name me 5. You can't name me 5. You see what I mean? This nigga constantly has trash takes. Like even though I'm supporting this nigga, he's still giving trash takes in this video. Like, bro, this nigga just can't stop giving bad takes.
That's because for one album after the next, I've heard almost nothing but mediocre flows and unrecognizable vocal delivery, bad and uninteresting beat choices, or ones that are at the very least super average for the scene of music that he operates in.
Nigga gonna hit me with an ad after saying that bullshit. Bro, what? Bro, and I remember he rated X a 0. Bro, do y'all know how hard X is? The album X? Nigga hit me with an ad after saying that dumbass shit, bro. Oh my god. Bro, I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Yo,
I feel like artistically he's really done nothing to separate himself from the crowd of other artists out there who are...
You know what, bro? I'm gonna stop pausing, bro. Oh my god.
Direct connections
this nigga is yapping, bro.
I think have been buoying this man's career for a while. With all of that being said, Xperiment here was kind of a surprise for me. However, I wouldn't say it lives up to its title in the traditional sense, I guess. Because it's not like this record is an experiment in the avant-garde sense.
It's an experiment.
Ken is going.
It's an experiment, bro. You feel me? Take More Chaos. And now take Xperiment. They sound completely different. More Chaos is basically AGC Part 2. And I'm not gonna lie. Like, bro, More Chaos is overhated. It's mid, but it's not trash, bro. Yes, he needed to step away from that sound. But it wasn't ass. Yes, he was overusing the sound. But it wasn't ass. People just getting tired of it. But for me, I liked it. But I didn't like it like AGC and X and Project X, because those are his top tier albums. And I'm not gonna lie, Experiment might be a top 3 Carson album. I ain't gonna lie. Would I take Experiment over Project X? I'm gonna have to think about that, man. Hey, bro, this shit basically came out like 2 weeks ago. I don't even know.
That is far more
challenging,
weird, and out there than anything he's done before, or weirder than what you're going to hear out there from your average rage artist these days. I guess you could say the experiment going on with this record is Ken is trying his hand at doing something that is maybe a little bit more conventional, or at least takes a lot of the current influences and trends going on in rage and tries to frame them in a way that is a little bit more approachable. Almost the opposite direction and trend. We see a lot of newer artists and records move.
What is this nigga talking about? Fuck is this nigga talk, bro? Oh my.
Where mixes and vocal performances and just about everything are getting increasingly distorted, harsh, and exploring beyond the genre confines of this style. Like I said, Ken is really trying to expand his palette a little bit on this record and does so in a very self-aware way. There's even a bar on the track Shade Sun, which I guess has...
Oh yeah, Shade Sun is top 5 on that album, bro. I fucking hate Two Hollis, bro. Alright? Two Hollis is straight hot dog shit, bro. You feel me? Ass. You know, maybe I could put me onto some Two Hollis songs, but the shit I've heard is, he low-key might be worse than Netspin, bro. And I'm not even calling Netspin ass. Netspin is, he's not ass, but he low-key might be worse than Netspin. And I low-key, like, I low-key don't even, like, want to start hating. Like, this is my first ever video, but you feel me? This video is supposed to be about me. I'm not supposed to be hating about other people. But, bro, I'm not gonna lie, Two Hollis, nah, bro. I'm not trying to call him ass immediately, because I've only heard like a couple of songs. The songs I heard were not good, bro. His beats are hard though, bro. His beats are hard though. I think he made the Shades on beat. His beats are hard. Them shit's flames. The raps, the songs. Not so hard.
Input from Two Hollis, where Ken pokes fun at the idea that people are going to call whatever he does rage.
He's not wrong, bro.
In that spirit, I will say this track very much does not sound like a rage song. It's more...
I never gonna say. Alright. Yes, that's not a rage song. But we gonna have brain rotted ass niggas on TikTok immediately calling that shit rage. We gonna have brain rotted ass niggas on Twitter calling this shit rage, bro. This shit is not rage.
More of a spacey, moody trap banger whose pacing is a little underwhelming, but still, there's like room to breathe in this mix, and the vocals are super readable. But yeah, across this record, not only does Ken spend a lot of time just not making rage at all, but actually puts out a lot of cuts where he's kind of fully embracing a lot of his biggest influences, rather than just kind of doing the straight, noisy, hedonistic nihilism thing. There are tracks on this record that sound heavily influenced by the likes of Future, early Young Thug, even Lil Uzi Vert. Those last two actually...
Uzi, oh my god, bro. And niggas be telling me Uzi fell off. I remember people online like a couple months ago saying Uzi fell off, Uzi trash, bro. Carried the hell out of that song. And Ken did good, bro. Don't get me wrong. Ken did good on that track. But bro,
they have
Uzi carried that.
Features deeper into the record, and even though they do kind of run as two of the more underwhelming appearances on this record, it's kind of cool that Ken has reached a point where he can finally collaborate with some of his biggest inspirations, or have maybe his biggest inspiration copy another one of his biggest inspirations, meaning Playboi Carti appearing on the track Death Note, which from the start is kind of a dead ringer for like an older Future track, though maybe a little bit more distorted on the side. Which
Carti was his features were They were I still don't know how Carti has not much listeners to Uzi. Carti's peak was insane, bro. 2018 to 2020 Carti. That's a top 10 rapper peak, in my opinion. That's a top 10 rapper peak of all time. Same thing with Uzi 2016 to 2020. That's also a top 10 rap peak of all time. But like, damn, your features really saved this nigga Carti, bro. Because without features, man, he would not have this many monthly listeners, bro. I'm telling you right now.
Which I guess is a pretty accurate assessment given that Playboi Carti does appear in the second half of the track, and the only thing he does on this song is delivers a flow that is a dead ringer for a Future feature, down to even having his vocals presented in a way to where like he's in that exact pitch range of Future's voice, which again, it's kind of the lowest point of the song. I mean, Ken was kind of holding it down on his own. I don't really need Playboi Carti to come through and pretend to sound like Future. But still, not only do we get some more conventional trap bops on this record, the songs that do head in more of a rage direction have, I think, better bass resonance, better mixing, better vocal performances.
See, bro, like, how come you don't make videos like this every day? Like, how come you don't make videos like this every upload, bro? Because sometimes you be uploading straight bullshit, and then sometimes you actually be uploading good videos. Like, this is a W video, bro. Like, this is a W video. I still don't know what he gave the album yet, so let me not speak too soon. But this album is at least an 8, at least a 7.5. If we're counting decimals, bro, it's at least a 7.5, bro. At least, bro.
Sounds refreshingly locked in.
It's at least
as much
7.
as he claims he's giving us like, you know, a codeine-soaked experience on this record, Ken has never sounded this awake, alive, on the ball, and cogent for an entire album. I mean, I'm not saying Ken is like dropping strokes of lyrical genius all over this record now, but these are some of his most lucid bars for the entirety of a whole project ever. And sometimes he's even like,
but my nigga, bro, another ad, bro. Go get the show on my screen, gang. Come on, bro. What the fuck even is this shit?
Outlandishly funny, or dare I say even charismatic a little bit. 1 bitch, 2 bitch, 3 bitches, I'm Dr. Seuss.
Bars. That's bars. My camera about to fall. That's bars. Fuck.
I'm in the O like a kid in PE standing in a hula hoop.
Alright, now that shit was That shit was
weird, but like
that shit was ass.
And once more,
that shit was ass.
His swagger does feel borrowed from a lot of old Young Thug mixtapes and projects, but it still works and feels at least a little specific to him, given that it's presented in this harsher, more aggressive fashion. Now, with 20 plus tracks on this record, of course there are some duds or moments where it feels like the mixing or the flows regress a little bit, like Ken's delivery gets so repetitive and the mixes on these beats are so fried, very little of anything that's happening is like translating. It's this handful of moments like
what?
For example, or even the interlude track, which by no means is an interlude, it's just a damn unfinished song that's like put onto the record. These tracks sound
I guess
far worse quality-wise than nearly anything else on the album, and also in a lot of ways to me sort of say that Ken is kind of growing out a little bit of some of these stereotypical rage vibes, because vocally...
Don't get me wrong, I miss AGC, bro, but I just bumped so much AGC. My favorite songs of AGC probably Hardcore, Overtime, Jennifer's Body, some whole other shit. Way more. There's a lot more, bro. There's a whole lot more, bro. That album is a masterpiece right there, bro. The album is a masterpiece.
Emotionally and lyrically, he's clearly trying to express and deliver at least a little bit more.
The song with Uzi, bro, on AGC, bro.
Doesn't just simply want the production and the
reason why I don't listen to that song is because Uzi low-key carried that shit. Like, Lone and Ken.
distortion, the compression, the saturation to do all the work, which I'm very much in support of. Still, with that being said, when this album goes hard and heavy, it goes hard and heavy, and those moments are pretty visceral and enjoyable. FWOO or fuck with double O, I imagine it is. I'm sorry. I'm 40 years old, okay? Like, the beat on this one is so...
No, LeBron 40 years old, nigga, like, bro, who cares, bro? No one cares, bro. Yo, you're not escaping, bro. You being 40 years old does not escape your dog shit takes, bro. I can tell you right now, if I pull up to LeBron crib right now, feel me? If I pull up to the GOAT's crib, the GOAT LeBron James' crib, and I blast Ken Carson, he at least gonna bob his head, man. You'll be like, oh, this shit kind of slap. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Brian is gonna fuck with Ken
so
Carson.
Heavy and so nasty, it's like sloshing around. And also the track Shopping featuring Destroy Lonely, another artist I'm historically not the biggest fan of. They somehow managed
Lone is hard,
bro.
Lone is like he's airing now, but Prime Lone, bro. Yeah,
a really catchy rage anthem here with some earworm hooks and a pretty decent beat. And there were plenty of other tracks that took me by surprise, whether it be Knocking or, of course, EDM, Truth, Out of My Body. Again, by modern rage standards, and if you've been following the artistic conversation of the genre, this album is a lot more conventional than it is experiment. And honestly, I feel like that's a good and healthy thing. This record feels like Ken is worrying less about where he and his sound sits with respect to this scene and to this genre, and he's thinking more about, like, you know, where he is currently as an artist. Why else would you, again, get a track like Knocking, where he's bringing in, like, these cute little synth leads and kind of grandiose piano chords, and going for something that's, like, a little bit more luxurious and vibey, and a wider variety of tastefully done vibes across the entirety of this project, honestly. So, yeah, as harsh and as critical as I have been of Ken Carson's work up until this point, this new album here took me by surprise. Like I said, it's not bad.
Best in quality.
Bro! Hold on. We gotta skip. Hold on. Bro, we didn't give a number? Wait, what? Wait, am I dumb? Yo, ain't that nigga used to give out numbers? For like his rankings? I mean, shit, hey. At least he ain't called the shit ass, alright? At least he ain't called the shit ass. If he called the shit ass, bro, I would've crashed out. But hey, that's gonna do it, you know? That's my first ever video. I got more on the way soon, you feel me? You just gotta wait, nigga. Yeah, I'm out.